Hello and welcome to another episode of World Tour on Football Manager 2021. Now, since the last episode, we played quite a few games, so we'll just run through them now. The first of which was against Real Kashmir, and at this point, I thought that our season was going to go down the pooper, so to speak. We lost 3-1. A goal from Shabir Patra was the only shining light in this one, our young centre midfielder. Then we went and beat the newcomers to the league, Dempo, 2-0, thanks to 2 goals from the Prince. He's on some form of resurgence. He's back to the form that made him nickname him the Prince in the first place. He's got a brace in this game against Dempo, and then he went and grabbed himself the first goal in the game against Naraka as well. David Lionel Praveen getting the other one in a 2-0 victory. The Prince scored again. It was a penalty, but it's still a goal against Mohammedan as we won 1-0. And he was on the score sheet again for the fourth game in a row against Indian Arrows as we beat them 2-1 thanks to another goal from Lijo Francis. So in today's episode, we are going to play against 9th place Churchill Brothers and top of the table Punjab FC. But before we get to that, let's just take a look at the league table. Here we have it. We are second in the league, as seems to be the case every time at the beginning of the season. We are 3 points behind Punjab, and hopefully we can get at least on level points with them today by beating them, something that we struggled to do last season. Unfortunately, there have been some injuries to our squad, so I'll ignore Thaufik because he doesn't really feature. I think he's like our fourth choice goalkeeper maybe. Yeah, he wants to leave. I'm trying to sell him, but nobody wants him. So it's a bit of a sticky situation with that one. But Sampath Raj is currently out. He's not expected to be back for another fortnight or so. He's got a hernia, our left winger. But then Francis Nganga, so unfortunate for him. It's his final season in the game. He's retiring at the end of the season. He's broken his leg. He's not going to be back until March if he comes back at all. There's rumours that he might just decide to retire early. It's a very disappointing way for him to end his career. So here is the lineup for today's game. We have Kumar Singh in goal. He has replaced Utpal Kumar because Kumar had a terrible time in that 3-1 defeat to Real Kashmir. Kumar Singh has been in goal since that time and has done pretty well. Sujithran is at right back. He's had a few good performances this season, which is encouraging to see in that position and could possibly mean that our new signing doesn't just get straight into the team. Mario Dassan and Felix Nixon are at centre-back, and then Nongrum is at left-back. He's also had a couple of good performances so far this season. So the problem full-back positions seem to be getting themselves sorted finally. In centre midfield, we have Shankar Ali is the box-to-box, Mather is our advanced playmaker, and Charles Anandrej is our ball-willing midfielder. It would have been Bhupathi, but he's still recovering from an injury, so he's only able to play about 45 minutes today. He might get some time in the second half just to try and encourage his match sharpness to get a bit better. Lijo Francis is our right winger. Christian Saba is playing at left wing today, of course. Sampath Raj is injured and David Lionel Praveen, he's a bit tired, so don't want to risk any injuries with him. And then the Prince is the lone man up front. And as I said, he's in fine goal-scoring form at the moment, so hopefully he can continue that today. So for the team talk, we're going to pump our fists and we're going to say this is a great opportunity to show all the pundits they've been right to back you up. It seems to motivate the majority of the team. First chance of the game here. It's very heavily raining out there. Kumar's got the ball for Churchill Brothers though. Inside our half, plays it back to the centre-back to Silva, who plays it across to his partner D'Souza. De Silva with it again. Long ball forward towards Tyagi. Flicked on, but Kumar Singh is easily going to get that. Surely that's not the highlight because that was nothing. I don't think it is. Felix Nixon gets the ball from a ruled pass from the goalkeeper. Now Ali, long ball forward towards the Prince. It's headed away by D'Souza, but Mather picks it up for us and we can go on the attack once more. The Prince has it. Francis is looking for the ball on the right-hand side, I think. He gets it here. Can he dribble past a few players? Instead he shoots, but that's over the bar into the very empty crowd behind that goal. So half-time and it is goalless here. We have the better expected goals. We've had 7 shots, 1 on target. They've only had 1 shot, but it was on target. So it's a bit of a case of us just taking pot shots at the minute, it looks like. So we're not going to say what he recommends because he's recommending us to say the same thing. I'm going to say that I don't want to say I'm delighted. I'm going to say keep going out there and you can still win this one. it's motivated a few of them. Looking at the ratings now, and it's only Sujatran who is having a poor one, well, the goalkeeper is as well on a 6.5. We'll have to see how that continues throughout the game. I'm not going to take Sujatran off. There's a few players that are looking a bit tired as well. Mather, Francis, Saba and the Prince. We do have Ronaldo on the bench that we can bring on for the Prince. We've got Raju and Praveen. I'm not going to make a change right now, but we'll see how they go for the first 10 or 15 minutes or so of the second half. Okay, we're on the 67th minute now, and I'm going to make a change. I'm going to take Francis off and bring on the youngster, Mohammed Praveen, at right wing, see how he does. Mather is also looking pretty tired, so Sriram Bhupathi is going to get a chance to come on, and we will move Shankar Ali to the advanced playmaker, Bhupathi to the box-to-box. See how we go from there. Still got one change to make, of course, if we need to. We are into the final 10 minutes of the game, and it's still 0-0. Very few chances today as well. So we're going to make our final sub. We're going to take the Prince off. We're going to bring Ronaldo on, see if he can do anything for us in the last 5 minutes. It's full time. The answer is no, he can't do anything for us in the last 5 minutes. It's 0-0. We've battered their goal, but we've struggled to get shots on target, and that's really been the reason why we've not managed to score. A 0-0 draw continues our little unbeaten run that we're currently on. But I'm going to put my hands on my hips and say we're not good enough today. It's the sort of match we should be winning. So that result leaves us in second place. Punjab are yet to play, so they have a game in hand. We could be even further behind Punjab by the end of this episode if they win their game. So it's not been the best of starts, but we move on and we play Punjab in the next episode, so we can hopefully recoup some of that gap if they do indeed go ahead and win their game in hand. It's the gap between matches, and Punjab have actually dropped points. They've drawn their game as well, so the gap is back to being 3 points. If we beat Punjab, we will go top. There's also a few news items that have just come through, which we'll skip through these ones. And that's the team of the week. Not really bothered about that, but we'll have a look at it anyway. Lijo Francis has been named in the team of the week. The Prince and Felix Nixon are both in the top 3, taking the silver and bronze medal award for Player of the Month. We have Naveen Sujatran and Nongrum taking the second and third place in the Young Player of the Month award. The Prince gets third place in the Goal of the Month award, and then there it is. I finally get a Manager of the Month award. I think this is my first one. I've managed to win 71% of my matches this month, and of course, we've only lost one and drawn another one. So, well done me again, I guess. So we have some suspensions to deal with for ahead of the match against Punjab. Mather and Sujatran have both picked up too many yellow cards, so we are going to be without both of them for this match. So at right back, we are going to play Chetri, who hasn't had much game time this season, if it lets me drag him onto there, like so. We need to give him a squad number as well, apparently, because he hasn't got one. Oh no, he has got one. It was just taking ages to load up. Mather is going to be replaced by, where is he? Patra, there he is. I was looking for him and I couldn't see him. So Patra is back in the starting lineup. Bhupathi still only recommended to have 45 minutes, so we're not gonna risk him from the start today. Again, he might come on for a little bit at the end of the game. Sorry. I'm not sure whether to keep everything else as it is. I think I will, and hope for the best against a very difficult challenge in Punjab FC. So we're going to pump fists and say we've got nothing to lose here. We know how good we are. Let's show everyone else what we're capable of. As I said, a win here gets us to the top of the table. Capacity crowd here at Punjab's stadium for this big top of the table clash. Hopefully we are going to come out on top. Goal kick, Kumar Singh plays it short to Mario Dasan. Long ball from him up towards the Prince. This is the first chance of the game and it looks like it might fall to Punjab. We know Jobby Justin is a danger man for them. It's Singh with the ball. He plays it through to Ray. Who's Ray? Never seen him before. He's just scored. Vinit Ray. His second goal of the season. And Punjab are 1-0 up. I thought Jobby Justin was going to be the danger man. So it's half time, we're 1-0 down, and looking at the stats, we deserve to be 7 shots for them, 5 on target. We've only had 2 shots, 1 on target. We've got more possession, but we always have more possession. And our XG is quite a bit lower than Punjab's. So I think some changes may have to be made in the second half. I'm going to do hands on hips, show me something else in the second half, and we'll head into the tactics section to make those changes. So Patra is having a poor game. Chetri's having a poor game. Saba's having a poor game too. What can we do about that? We have Bupathi on the bench, but we don't really want to risk him. Saba can come off for Raju. Do we do that? No, I'm going to sacrifice the Prince. Bring Raju on. And no, I'm not. I'm going to keep the Prince on. And Saba's going to come off. Raju's going to come on. And then what else? Do we want to do anything else? Not really going to change right back. At left back, Nongram's not having the best of games either. I don't want to bring Bupathi on just yet, so we'll just leave it at the 1 change for now, but see how it goes early into the second half. Okay, it's time. Patra is not doing well at all, so Bupathi is going to come on, and then we will switch him to box, and Ali can be our advanced playmaker. 6.1 for Chetri, that's awful. Oh, I don't know what to do. Do I take him off and bring Raj on? I think I've got to. Last sub, Chetri off, Raj on. I'm not feeling confident about this one. Free kick. And it's Chencho outside the box. Plays it to Kumar Singh for Punjab. Back to Laling Mawia. Ball forward. Is Diaz onside? It doesn't matter anyway. The goalkeeper comes out to collect it. And hopefully we can build something from the back here. To Kumar Singh. Long ball to Francis, who's in quite a lot of space there. This is looking promising for the minute, but we get tackled and Punjab have a chance to come away with it. It's Yunnam to Kumar Singh out wide, looking for Singh, and he is going to get Raju sent off. He's been on 22 minutes. That's annoying. That is very annoying. So at least we can just make this change, I guess. And I don't think we're going to be able to control possession anymore, but it's kind of how we play. So I'm going to leave it like that. Hopefully things don't go too badly. Free kick deep in their own half for Punjab. They hit the ball forward to Jobby Justin. Jobby Justin plays it back to Diaz, and that is a hell of a shot. What a goal from Diaz. He doesn't even have a first name. He's just A. Diaz. He is a Diaz. And he scored his second goal of the season, second goal today. And we have lost this one, and we look like we're going to be 6 points behind top of the table. And there's confirmation of it. Full time, a 2-0 defeat. Raju left us in the lurch, but to be honest with you, we didn't ever look like we were going to get an equaliser. So we are going to do hands on hips. No, we're not. We're going to thrash our arms around and say I'm far from pleased with that result. So there's the confirmation of our league position at the end of this episode. We are in second place still, 6 points off Punjab, but we're 3 points clear of third place TRAU and 4 points clear of Indian Arrows, and we've played the same amount of games as them. So all we can hope for now is that we get back into some good form in the gap between episodes and somehow manage to catch up to Punjab. Hopefully they drop points. But of course now there is a big gap because of the Qatar World Cup. So this was our final league game until the end of January. So I'm hoping that my assistant manager is going to arrange some friendly matches to keep us fit, because I can't imagine many, if any, of my players are going to be heading to the World Cup. Looking ahead to the next episode, and I think we are going to play the games against Dempo, which should hopefully be an easy win for us, and Real Kashmir to try and get some revenge for the battering that they gave us. So that's the games we will play next episode. We'll play against Lone Star Kashmir offline. They're currently 10th. We'll play against TRAU, who are 3rd. And we'll play against Azol, who are 9th. But that is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to get all my content when it comes out, hit the notification bell to stay notified, and I'll see you next time.